5 common gross things on your ceilings and walls. What are they, how to prevent them, and how to clean them? Ever wonder what these mysterious spots and fuzzy things are? They appear on our ceilings, walls, and floors. What are they? Are they harmful? How do we prevent them? What is the best way to clean them up? Today we'll find out. Hi there, thanks for joining me today. As a formulator and domestic engineer for over 25 years, I want to help you create the home you want using the things you have. Today we're solving the mystery behind our house's spots, splashes, and fuzzballs, beginning with number 1, dust bunnies. I have purposely not swept or dusted to collect some good specimens for you. These guys roll around like little tumbleweeds at the slightest draft or breeze in your home. But what exactly are they? Where did they come from? Do they present a health risk to you or your family? Like rolling a snowball into a snowman, a wayward piece of lint or fiber from your clothes is blown around, attracting more fluffy matter. Eventually, these little balls of fluff and dust settle into a spot out of reach and out of mind. Let's look closer at the little guy hiding under my antique pie safe and see what's in there, first with our eyes and then through a microscope. What we see with our eyes isn't going to cause much danger to anyone unless they decide a dust bunny would make a delightful snack. We see some human and pet hair, breadcrumbs, a bird feather, dust, dead broken flower petal pieces, and a thread or two. However, looking under a microscope and performing a chemical analysis may be alarming. These ugly boogers with cute names hold tight to white dust, possibly laced with traces of lead. The dust is chocked full of dead skin cells and dandruff. Dust bunnies aren't alive, but the dust mites taking up residence are very much so. And my number 1 personal enemy is dust mite feces. This is a significant allergy risk to most of us. Now, there's no reason to panic. This nastiness is rolled up in a nice, convenient little ball. Sweep or vacuum them up and never think of them again. Preventing future dust bunnies is a matter of diligent cleaning. You can stay ahead of these pesky particles by incorporating daily sweeping and damp or dry mopping into your routine. Remember, most of these guys are out of sight and out of mind. They may not make their big debut until you move a piece of furniture around, but when they do, you'll be ready to take action. 2. Groups of small brown or black speckles on your walls. I'm not talking about the occasional splash from a dropped cup or dish. These are strangely uniform groupings of crusty dots appearing anywhere from the floor to the ceiling on clean walls. What is this stuff? How did it get there? Is there a way to keep it from coming back? We all take clean walls for granted. We walk past them all day long and minor blemishes go unnoticed. What may catch your eye is small areas with clusters of little dots on the wall. Is it dangerous? Will it spread? Let me begin by reassuring you that these questionable dots are in most homes. They're a common occurrence, often ignored or unseen. Most of the time they are entirely harmless, but there are times to be more wary. It's essential to know the difference. Harmless groups of dots or spots on the wall comprise dust and dirt and accumulate due to a lack of ventilation. Static electricity may hold them in place until you physically remove them. These are dry and easily wiped away with a feather duster or microfiber cloth. If the spots are difficult to wipe away or are crusty in appearance, you should take a closer look. Mold and mildew present as black, green, or gray patches. These will be in damp areas or may hide on walls facing the outside of your house. Usually, but not always, a musty odor indicates a problem. You'll have to swab and perform chemical tests to confirm the type of mold. It is vital to alleviate and prevent mold and mildew. It can cause a variety of health issues. Keep soft furnishings like beds and couches pulled away from exterior walls. Look out behind curtains and drapes where moisture may gather from window condensation. Another likely possibility is the dots are insect droppings. While the thought of having bug poop in your house isn't pleasant, most casings are harmless unless eaten or inhaled in large quantities. Spider and fly droppings look similar. They can range from white, gray, brown, or black. They will increase when the weather is warmer outside. While there's no known public danger from a bit of spider or fly poo on the walls, it isn't attractive. But don't worry, it's easy to get rid of. With a bit of liquid dish soap, water, and a drop of rubbing alcohol on a microfiber or terry cloth, you can wipe the spots away and pretend you have no idea what the source of the speckles is. Wash your hands and take a deep breath. You've got this. Since spiders and flies are inevitable, prevention, or at least minimalizing entry, is key. Be sure your windows and doors close tightly and are securely caulked around all gaps. Keep window and door screens in place when they are open. Check for gaps and tears in your screens. If you see a crawly invader, toss it outside or squish it flat before it reproduces or uses your walls as a restroom. 3. Dark film at the bottom edge of doors. It isn't shoe marks, but an elongated film on the front, back, and sometimes the side of both interior and exterior doors. If these yellow to black smudges appear near the bottom sides of your doors, it's safe to say you have pets or toddlers. What you see is most likely the result of skin and body oils combined with dirt, dandruff, and passing dust in the air. Some animals intentionally wipe their cute little faces and bodies on the door to scratch or soothe themselves. They may even enjoy depositing their scent on the door or doorway bottom. They revisit it, often nuzzling and rubbing more of themselves onto the surface. Dogs and cats may also ask to go out by pawing or nudging the door with their heads. This introduces more bodily oils, dirt, and other contaminants to the surface. Little ones steady themselves by touching doors and entryways. Hands laden with saliva, teething biscuits, breast milk, and formula. All that touching can build up a significant smudge. Happily, these smudges are easy to eradicate if caught in the early stages. Some warm water on a cloth with a dash of dish soap and rubbing alcohol or vinegar does the trick. If the discoloration is stubborn, you may have to reach for a magic eraser. Keep in mind that they are very abrasive. They leave millions of scratches on a microscopic level. Think of magic erasers as a fine sandpaper. If you use them on a shiny surface, they may become noticeably dull until repainted. 4. Fuzz on the ceiling. While it's more common on textured ceilings, I have also spotted tiny bits of fuzzy matter on flat ceilings. Oh, what a feeling when fuzz is on the ceiling! What on earth? This one puzzled me for quite some time. Dust bunnies at floor level are one thing, but furry patches above your head are unexpected. Nonetheless, look up. I bet you also have at least a few fuzzies on your ceiling. A textured ceiling and multiple furry and feathered animals are at play in our case, but there are a couple of other factors to consider. If you see several fuzzy patches or an entire section of ceiling coated with fluff, you may want to look at your dryer's ventilation. A leaky dryer vent or hose will quickly send lint airborne in your basement, and even through heating ductwork and stairways to your main floor. That lint is circulated by ceiling fans and lodges itself on the prickly parts of a textured ceiling. It's also a good time to perform a safety check on your dryer vent system. Check the hoses and filters for blockages. Blocked or damaged dryer lint filters and vents can cause a catastrophic house fire. What if your ceiling is smooth? Static electricity may be holding lint in place. Also, remember that diffusing oils and cooking can cause an invisible sticky film on ceilings and walls. Lint, hair, fur, and feathers stick and stay put. Vacuum textured ceilings using a brush attachment. Be careful not to scrape the ceiling. Only allow the bristles of the brush attachment to come in contact with it. For flat ceilings, you can use a lint roller on an extension pole. If this fails, you can clean the ceiling with warm water and vinegar. A nice trick to save back pain is using a Swiffer mop instead of doing the work by hand on a stepladder. Prevent ceiling fuzz by keeping oven vents clean and operational. Diffuse oils near an open window or vent. 5. Light orangey yellow drips or film. It looks like it was wet once, but you usually find it when it's dry. That's because it was wet at one time. There will be occasional drips and spills from food or drinks, but many of these clear to light orange drips and stains on the walls didn't begin appearing before the last 20 years or so. Not to fear, we don't have a new species of critter peeing and dribbling fluids down the wall. Most likely the culprit is diffusing or burning oils and incense. While it smells terrific and has proven health benefits, oils and soot must land somewhere. They can coat walls and ceilings over time. As exterior walls repeatedly heat and cool, condensation forms and drips, carrying with it deposits of oil and dust. The drips dry and the cycle repeats itself. You may find large areas on flat surfaces like window casings, window seals, and foot molding. This is where the oils and such reached the surface, gathered, and dried. While not harmful in and of itself, this coating can wreak havoc when trying to clean and paint your home. The film prevents paint from properly adhering to walls and decorative molding. A friend, and unfortunately many new homeowners, found this out the hard way. They carefully select the perfect color paint for their new home, only to have it turn out streaky or refuse to stick to the wall. For small areas, you may remove discolored dry drips with vinegar or warm water, dish soap, and alcohol. If you plan on repainting, your best bet is to sand the wall with fine-grade sandpaper. Wash it lightly and prime it. With the proper knowledge, tools, and elbow grease, we can alleviate all the gross things in and around our homes. I hope you found today's video helpful. In the comment section below, let me know if I missed a mystery substance on your ceilings and walls. I'll see you next time. God bless.